Have you ever used GSAP ScrollTrigger with pinSpacing faults before? Today we are going to use it in a real-world example and build this sticky project's walkthrough timeline using GSAP ScrollTrigger and pinSpacing faults. What we have here is a simple layout, a hero section and a footer, just to make the page scrollable before and after the project section. Inside the project section, I already created and styled the project's cards. Now let's focus on the important part, which our timeline. Our timeline structure is just a header container that have numbers and lines, spans, after giving it display flex and heights and background for lines, so it's already there. Now for the initial state of the lines, we set transform scale 0 and transform origin left. We use scale x0 because we want to create drawing effect from left to right using GSAP. This is better than animation width because it's more performant and doesn't affect our layout. So each line will grow as we scroll one after another. And now let's connect everything using GSAP ScrollTrigger. Let's understand what's happening here. We are triggering ScrollTrigger on project header. We use the scrub so the animation follows the scroll there directly. We pin the header so it stays fixed while we scroll through the projects, and we define the scroll string using end. Why window in right 5 times? We define the scroll height so our drawing lines stay synchronized with the project sections. Each project section is basically 100 viewport height. We have 4 projects, so normally that would be window in right 4 times. But we add 1 extra viewport height, so it becomes 5 times. This extra space is important because it gives us room to fully complete the animation after the last project scroll into view. And this where it connects directly to our animation. Each two present one project step in our timeline. So if we think in terms of scroll mapping, first viewport, first line, second viewport, second line, third viewport, or we can say third project, third line, and fourth viewport, line 4. And the extra viewport give us space to finish the last animation smoothly. And here is the important trick, which pinSpacing falls. This means we pin the element, but immediately after that, the next elements, in our case, the projects, continue scrolling without any extra spacing being added. So ScrollTrigger doesn't push the layout down or create extra empty space, which with pin without pinSpacing falls usually do. And with this we get the exact effect we want, a clean pin timeline that stays aligned with our scroll. Finally, I create this line sequence just to demonstrate the steps clearly, but we are repeating the same pattern for every line. So if we scale this to 8 or more projects, it becomes hard to maintain. Instead, we can make it scalable using a loop. Now our animation system scales automatically, and that's it. So that's how we built this sticky project's walkthrough timeline using GSAP and ScrollTrigger. We used a simple timeline connect to scroll with scrap, pin the header, and control the full scroll distance using window inner height 5 times. Instead of animating everything separately, we let GSAP handle the sequencing naturally through the timeline. In the next video, we will take this further and combine ScrollTrigger with CSS position sticky to create even more controlled layouts. So if you want to see that, make sure to subscribe.